There are big things happening on Xbox Game Pass this week, and really, when aren't there? With another day one release and a couple of other great titles thrown in for good measure. First though, we're playing one of this year's biggest arrivals.
Okay, no more teasing and tantalizing. Here's a AAA title which you can get straight into from October 12th, Back 4 Blood. The beloved co-op shooter series Left 4 Dead has crawled up out its grave in a newer and even more terrible form, which is good news if your ideal Halloween involves blasting your way through hordes of undead monsters with a few good friends. This time around, you'll be playing as the Cleaners, a team of hardened fighters who have made it their mission to wipe out the Ridden. As a result, you can expect a more locked and loaded affair than the original games, where you'll get to spend less time running away and screaming and more time fighting and screaming. It should make for just the sort of high-octane carnage that the spooky season was built for, and Xbox Series X gamers will get to watch it all go down in gorgeously optimized 4K 60.
Humble's next entry to this batch of Game Pass titles also arrives on October 14th and goes by the only slightly blood-chilling name Ring of Pain, an incredibly creepy roguelike card game with an art style that is sure to burn itself into the deepest parts of your memory bank. Ring of Pain drops you down into the darkness and surrounds you with danger, and also a very frightening owlman. Your only way out is to slowly move through each ring of cards, picking up loot and squaring off these skin-crawling monsters along the way. And that's not really a euphemism. Many of these monsters look like they would very much enjoy actually crawling on, under, or around your skin. Creepy, creepy dudes. Essentially, Ring of Pain follows the trail set by Slay the Spire and uses its incredibly compelling genre cocktail to take you somewhere just a little bit nightmarish. Which is what October is all about after all.
Also arriving on October 14th is a game which has a little bit of everything. The strategy, survival, adventure, action RPG game, The Riftbreaker. The reason you'll need to do so much multitasking is your mission in the Riftbreaker is to head to a new planet, scour it for valuable resources, get the place ready for human colonization, and then set up a portal so your fellow Homo sapiens can come enjoy the fruits of your labor, which sounds like a bit of a rough deal on your end, but you do get to go stomping around in a shiny new mech suit, so it's not all bad. And you also get to enjoy some incredible views as you take in the scenery of your exotic new home away from home. Xbox Series X and S viewers are likely to be particularly starstruck thanks to the game's ray-traced effects, 4K resolution, and 60 FPS frame rates.
The good life means different things to different people. For some, it's a mental picture of a nice house in the suburbs with a freshly mowed lawn and a happy family. For others, it's an underrated track from Kanye's seminal 2007 album Graduation. And in this case, it's a mystery game involving a very strange British town and a photojournalist who is determined to get to the bottom of it. Naomi is a New York-based photographer who journeys to a little town called Rainy Woods to discover what makes it the happiest town in the world. However, she quickly realizes that she's bitten off more than she can chew when a murder occurs shortly after her arrival. And also she finds out that all of the townspeople transform into cats and dogs at nightfall. Sorry, might have forgotten to mention that. Described as a debt repayment RPG, you can count on this offbeat detective story being unlike anything else you've played this year.
It's only right that a PC game about taking over the world should be expanding its domain to cover console gamers as well. And that's exactly what will happen on November 30th when Evil Genius 2 arrives. And if you are absolutely determined to become an evil overlord as soon as humanly possible, Xbox Game Pass members can now pre-install the game and get straight to scheming on release day. This sort of forward planning will be vital if you want to make it as a supervillain, because it turns out world domination is actually kind of difficult. Not only will you need to construct an elaborate bad guy lair and begin figuring out how to construct a doomsday device, but you'll also have to build and operate a cover business to keep the authorities from getting suspicious, as well as putting in some security measures to take care of anyone who does some snooping. Basically, I can really see why Gru hired all those minions.
But while you're basking in the warm glow of all this new content, be sure to act quickly and play the following games before they leave the library on October 15th. As always, this doesn't need to be the final goodbye, since you can always use your Xbox Game Pass membership discount to save the 20% before they go. Either way, this is your last chance to play Heave Ho on Game Pass for PC before its hand finally slips, while Goner 2 will soon be, a Goner 2. The stylish 2D action of Katana Zero is also in for the chop, while the slash and dash roguelike Scourgebringer won't be bringing any more Scourge after the 15th. Tales of Vesperia HD is on its way out too, although you can ease that pain by checking out the studio's latest game, Scarlet Nexus, which came out mere months ago and is now available on Game Pass. And finally, the Swords of Ditto time loop is set to close, so if you're looking to get in on this adorable action RPG, go now!
And that's a wrap on another awesome week of Xbox Game Pass updates. Thanks for watching, remember to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Bye!